It's just my opinion that, there's traditional skateboarding, the culture that we come from, and it's really soon. To have a 12-year-old kid, a 9-year-old, 10-year-old in a competition, in like a top level competition, it's crazy. They're really young. They don't have sponsors. They don't really know what's going on in our culture skateboarding as we know it. But skateboarding is changing. It's now a sport, or more a sport. And there's, the highest level of sport is the Olympics, right? And there's skateboarding in the Olympics. And so, we see it apparently with the women. I think it's the first one. You have 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. At the top level, in the finals right now of this Olympic qualifier in Tokyo, we have, almost all of the women are under 18. In the men, it's still a little bit older. It's still kind of like the veteran, some of the veteran, pro skaters. But it's going to be something where, before maybe I would have thought it was too young, too early for some of these kids. But now it's like other sports. The ones with the best abilities, the ones that are like really gifted, will thrive and will be able to skate at this level. And then some other ones will not. So it's going to be a little bit dog eat dog. Maybe some of the skaters aren't going to be able to develop. They won't have the time. But the really, really good ones, the really naturally gifted ones, the ones with the right support, they will make it, and they'll make it to the top level at a really, really early age.
I think it's great to see Malaysia represented at international events. First and foremost, I think it gives the kids a chance to see courses and venues and events and experiences that are of a standard that is needed in international sports, and gives them exposure. I think they get to experience what progressive skateboarding means. They see kids sometimes the same age as them succeeding. Sometimes they see older or younger kids succeeding. I think part of skateboarding's culture is being able to appreciate that you can progress through your career in many different ways, and it's important to do that with an international setting. Things that make skateboarding unique is the concept of travel and culture and other pillars beyond just the context. Traveling and competing on an international stage with other skaters from many other countries helps build bonds and bridges and links through the community, and these bonds will help in the future as skaters travel to Malaysia, or Malaysian skaters travel to other parts of the world. They'll reconnect with friends and other skaters that they've met on these events.
I think the Malaysian team should send young generations to compete in these events to get them some experience and to get comfortable skating around international skateboarders and a big crowd of people. And after every competition, they'll get more and more experience and more comfortable, and that their level will step up to the next. And I believe it's important to start when they're young and give them experience so they can be more comfortable in the competitions and show the progression as it goes. Yes, we are, yeah. We like to bring young kids to come and skate, and so they have time to learn and get comfortable in competition, and eventually the levels will come up and up, and it's good for the team.